The phone call lasted for more than 90 minutes, after which the White House said in a statement that U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin agreed to a, quote, movement to peace that will begin with an energy and infrastructure ceasefire with Ukraine. The White House saying that there will also be negotiations on a maritime ceasefire in the Black Sea, followed by a full ceasefire and permanent peace. Those negotiations, it said, would begin immediately in the Middle East, though it's not clear whether Ukraine is invited to those talks. Its president, Volodymyr Zelensky, said Ukraine would support steps aimed at ending the war, but needs more details from Trump. We are skeptical when it comes to trusting the Russians. There is no trust to Putin, he said. That's why I'm saying we need to understand how it will work technically so that it will not depend on their desire only. On social media, Trump calling the conversation very good and productive, saying that negotiations to end the war are in full effect. We will hopefully, for the sake of humanity, get the job done, he wrote. The Kremlin confirmed the White House's details in a separate statement, adding that Putin has ordered the Russian military to stop attacking energy infrastructure facilities in Ukraine for 30 days. Meanwhile, Germany's outgoing Chancellor Olaf Scholz weighing in on the call during a joint press conference with France's President Emmanuel Macron. Scholz calling the limited ceasefire a good first step.
Natürlich, das Telefonat zwischen US-Präsident Trump und dem russischen.
Of course, it is clear, and we both agree on this too, that there must be no decision without Ukraine and over the heads of the Ukrainians, he said. The outcome of the call details a phased plan that differs from the initial U.S. proposal for a full ceasefire.
The disappointing part is that there's no 30-day ceasefire. That's what had been on the table before. Ukraine had agreed to that. There's a ceasefire against energy targets and infrastructure, but the shooting on the front lines will continue.
Importantly, the Kremlin statement added that a key condition for preventing the escalation of the conflict is the, quote, complete termination of foreign military aid and intelligence to Ukraine.
That would be devastating for Ukraine because Russia will continue to receive its military supplies, both from its domestic sources and likely from the Iranians and the North Koreans. So it would greatly handicap Ukraine.
While Trump has emphasized ending the war and getting a peace deal done quickly, analysts say historically a process like this has taken more than a year. For City News, I'm Erica Natividad.